Hello everyone, Controversy here, and welcome to day 6 of the 12 days of Christmas Season 2, the halfway point, folks. And today, we are reviewing my first representation of Cars 2 for this year, and that is Rip Clutchgoneski, or Clutchgoneski, however the heck you want to pronounce it. I'm going to say Clutchgoneski, because it rolls off the tongue a little bit better, and that's how he's known as in Cars 2, but yeah. Now again, I have done a showcase of this guy before, but that's only because it was Thailand. So this was the version right here that I only had of Rip. And now I actually have the Chinese version of Rip. That looks a lot more fresher, a lot more crisper, because obviously it is, a Chinese-made release. And I did do kind of a showcase of it in my China versus Thailand episode on Rip, which obviously was comparing these two, and the link there will be in the description if I do remember to put it there. But yeah, so well, on to the appearance of Rip then. So obviously he is a background racer in Cars 2, does not speak or anything, and he's actually one of the few, I think he was the second racer, if this camera can focus it on Rip. But yeah, he was the second target of the Levin's camera, believe it or not. So yeah, Miguel Camino was the first, and then Rip here was the second racer to be targeted by the Levins. So that was pretty tragic, but I mean, Cars 2 was all sorts of tragic moments like that, like Rod Torbrechline's death. Now releases a Rip. So the releases a Rip. He was released first in 2013. Well, that was his first official abroad release, but he was released in a launcher, which was only available in Europe. Excuse me. And yes, that was the only way you could get Rip, like, literally. And then obviously 2013, he was then available as a single in the World Grand Prix series. He's been re-released several times. He's been in a 2-pack with Brian Gielewski. I think the only time he wasn't released, I think, was 2018. So, yeah, that was pretty weird right there. And then he came back. Actually, no, he was released 2018, but in Thailand. And that was actually the original Thailand release, 2019. Excuse me. Yeah, 2019 was this, in the lighter green shade, whereas 2018 was literally just this, but with the darker green shade. So it's kind of confusing there, but Mattel just plays games with us all the time. And he also got his team in 2019 as well, Brian Gielewski and the long-awaited Terrell Guidry, who sadly I do not have yet. So yeah, hopefully in the future I'll be able to get them, but right now, they're kind of missed. And Rip has got a lot of variations over the years. Carnival, Carbon. He's not received a Neon release, unfortunately, but it's no big deal. Now, his color, I think, is a little bit inaccurate. He should be a little bit more orange than yellow, but I'm actually okay with the yellow. I think it's a nice, I think it's a nice shade of yellow. And plus, they did do a metallic Rip Clutchgoneski that was in this color, so I'll give Mattel that. Nice expression. And he is a fan favorite among the racers. He is a little bit overrated, but I still think he's a great racer regardless. I just love the, colors that they gave on him. It's just a nice green, yellow, and red combination there. Right there, so you can see red there is in the front, on his right, but our left. The yellow is the core color. That's actually the color they actually made metallic, and then green is the left color, which is a nice green shade for sure. It's got little ventation thingies there. Gray rims. Now I did say that he was sporting for new rear and deer. Now, this is actually not a country that was in, a real life country, because everyone else was, sporting a country. Like, Raul Sarul was, I believe, Germany or something like that. No, it wasn't. It was Max Schnell. That was Germany. France was Raoul Sarul. Jeff Corbett and Lightning McQueen were doing the United States. Shooter Roki was Japan, but this is actually a fictional country. So you got WGP there with the emblem there and the New Meridian flag with number 10. So he's the number 10 racer in the World Grand Prix. You have the All in All logo there. World Grand Prix. His helmet, by the way, is plastic. He has the little ventation thing, similar to Rip Clutchgoneski. Francesco Bernoulli. So he also has one of those. I like the two-tone spoiler. You have the green there on one side and red on the other. World Grand Prix. And barely anything on the back except for the exhaust pipes. Another little blemish on mine. Here's the base. This is actually the 2016 release of Rip, but it is pretty much the same as the original release from 2013. And the side is identical. It is pretty much identical there. Now here is the Thailand version of Mr. Clutchgoneski there. So I did go over this in my China vs. Thailand episode on Rip, but I'll do it again for you guys, just so that you've forgotten exactly what the differences are. So obviously this is the 2019 release of Rip. That's how I originally got him. So you can see the yellows are a little bit more, like, the yellow's a little bit more faded out, like a little bit washed out on the Thailand version. We can focus in here, thanks. And since this is the 2019 variation, it has the light green. This is the darker green from before. And obviously the decals are Thailand defined, so obviously they're going to look a little bit more grainy. Not as good as they used to be, unfortunately. Not a huge fan of the eyes. Logos there, pretty much the same. I do go over the differences though in that video, so you can check it out if you wish. Maybe after this video. Whoops. Now here's an interesting variation. It's actually a custom of Rip, and that's the silver Rip Clutchgoneski. So this is actually using the Thailand Rip. Now if you guys were unfamiliar with silver Rip, basically he was supposed to be released in 2012 for the Kmart Collectors event, but they never did him. They did everyone else, but they never did him. And when the opportunity came for Metallic Rip, they just instead chose to do Metallic Rip. Like, what was the big deal there? And they had a perfect opportunity to release him again for, what was it, the T-Rock Silver Series, exclusive like Walmart or something. But again, they never did anything with Rip. I don't know. I think it's safe to assume that Mattel doesn't like Silver Rip or anything like that. Like they never care about the quality. Maybe that's why they cancel it, because of the quality of Rip. Because the quality of Rip is just like, oh no, not just standard shit, I'd say. Let's just put it that way. So obviously it's using the Thailand Rip, so obviously if you put these two together, it would match. Focus in here, please. Sorry about my camera, guys. It was a little bit of trouble here in these past few. There we go. Yeah, not the best custom. I've done better customs, like the Alpha Racer that I did, which I might do a future update on that, if anything. Actually, I don't know. It'll have to be a surprise for the time being. So anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching Day 6, the halfway point of the 12 days of Christmas. I will see you all tomorrow for Day 7, which is going to be on a next gen. That's all I'll say. It's going to be on a next gen. Yeah. That's all I'll say. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.